I will put it on over here only, guys. This will be the end of our typecasting. Or let me type it here. And string function. Both. Now let's do the typecasting. Typecasting is nothing but it is a process of converting the one data type, a value from the one data type to the another data type is called as typecasting. Okay, or type conversion also they will call it as typecasting or type conversion. Okay, what is this? It is a process of converting value from one data type to the another data type is called as a typecasting. Okay, typecasting. Now let's see this typecasting, right? And then we will see with the functions. First, let me put it on a table over here. First, I will have the I will write it as typecasting. Inside this, I will give the integer, okay, and float and complex, boolean. Okay, here integer, int function. Int function will be there. Using this int function, we are going to do it. Now, next one is float. There's a float function will be there. We are going to use the float function to convert. There's a complex function. We are going to use it to convert it. Then we are having the bool function. Bool function. Bool function. And string function. Okay. Now the things you have to understand over here. Now, if I convert, can we convert an integer to integer? Yes, that is very good. An integer can be converted into integer. Yes. Okay. Can a float can be converted to integer? Yes. Remember this. This can be converted. Yes. What is the complex? Can a complex be converted to the integer? No. A complex number cannot be converted to the integer. The complex number cannot be converted into the integer. No, you will get an error. This is an error. So you will get an error. Now, boolean, yes, boolean can be very easily converted. If true is there, if the true is converted to the integer, then you will get it 1. False is converted to the integer, you will get the 0 over here. Okay. Now, string. String is partially possible. What do you mean by partially possible means? The strings will be of 3 types. Okay, let's take 3 types or 4 types for us. One is a string with all characters within the course. A string is with all alphabets. Strings with all alphabets. This one we can't convert it. You will get an error. Second one is a string with a number inside this. 1, 2, 3, 4 number is the integer inside the string that is within the course. Then that can be converted. That can be very comfortably converted to integer. If there is a float is there, no, the float cannot be converted to the integer. That is the reason why it is there. A string with alphabets, no. A string with integers, yes. And string with the float, no. Remember that. Okay, I will write it over here. String with alphabets, no, it's an error. A string with integer, yes, it can be converted. Okay, and string with float, yes, no, we can't. So now what is a string with alphabet is nothing but a string with alphabet like Arjun. This is a string. Now string with integer means you are having like 10, 15. This is an integer. Or a string with float means 10.1. Now this one is no, this one is no, and this one is yes. This you can convert to integer. Yes, you can convert. Now let's see with the float. Integer can be converted to the float. Yes, very comfortably. Float can be converted, of course, yes. Complex, no. It's an error. Remember that. This is okay. Sorry, it should be yes, no. Now here, a boolean can be converted to the float. Yes, if there is a true is there, we will be getting is 1.0, 1.0, and if the false is there, you will get a 0.4. Okay, this is the way. Here, if the true is there, you will get the 1. And false is there, you will get the 0. Okay. Now this is also partially done. In this case, the same thing, string can be converted to the float means partial. What is that partially means? Here, if you take it, the string with alphabets, no, you can't convert it. String with integer inside this, yes, it can be converted. And string with the float, yes, you can convert this one. So, yeah. So this is the way you will be doing it. Now coming down to the complex. An integer can be converted to the complex. Yes. Now if you have it, you given as 8 and you want to convert it to the complex, then what you are going to get it is 8 plus 0j. Okay, in this case. Now if you have a float, can you convert the float to the complex? Yes. If I have it 1.2, then this will be converted to the float, sorry, complex like this 1.2 plus 0j. Okay. Now next one is no over here. Now this one, yes, it can be converted. The complex can be converted to complex, no problem. A boolean can be converted to the complex very comfortably. How means if I true is there, true is if you want to convert to the complex, then you will get it 1 plus 0j. If the false is there, you will get it 0j. This is what. Now coming down to the string. Again, it is a partially done. It is also partially done. This is no, this is yes, and this is yes. A string with the integer can be converted to the complex. A string with the float can be converted to the complex. But a string with the alphabets, you can't convert to the complex. Now, when it comes to the boolean, it is yes in all the cases. And string, yes, 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 and okay, guys. This is now all the strings can be converted. This I will execute this and I will show you also just to give you an information. So an integer can be converted to boolean, yes. A float can be converted to the boolean, yes. And a complex can be converted to the boolean, yes, no problem. A boolean can be converted to the boolean, that is no problem at all. The string also can be converted. Now, when it comes to the integer, what it says is all non-zero integers are converted, are represented as true, and zero integers are represented as false. The same thing happens with the string. String is all non-empty strings are true and empty strings are false. Whereas this case, which is like complex, also the same case, guys. A complex with non-zero complex is there. That is 0 plus 0 j is there. All non-zero complex is true and zero complex is false. That is how it will be working. Now coming down to the string, you can convert an integer to the string. Yes, simply you can convert an integer to the string. A float can be a string and a complex also can be a string. Now an integer is there. Now for example, I have an integer. Let's take it. 43 is there. This you put it in the quotes. Yes, it is a string, a integer in the string. Now the same thing, 4.3 can be a string. And here a complex can also be a string. 4 plus 3j can also be a string. And here true, true within the quotes is nothing but a string. Okay, and string can also be converted to the string. Simple. This is all about the typecasting, but not to worry about. Like in our next class, I will execute them one after the other and I will give you a complete understanding about this. Okay, and again, like tomorrow we are not having the class because weekend as usual, and day after tomorrow it's Diwali in India. Now it will be like a lot of, it's a festival, very big festival as you know it. So we may not have the class on Diwali, that is Monday. Again, we will meet on Tuesday. Okay, we will meet on Tuesday. If possible, I will in the meanwhile, I will do this coding work. I will do this coding work, all the coding work, and I will share it with you how it will look like. I will record it. I will record it. I will do this one after the other and I will share it with you. I will put down the video name as typecasting and I will share it with you. You can go through that very comfortably. And when we meet next time directly, we will be dealing with the string functions, very important string functions. After that, we will be done with our almost the basics of Python. Then we will jump into the core Python, which may take like 2 weeks for us to get out of this core file Python. Then you will be directly, we will be there in our data set. Okay, guys. So then I will stop it over here and we will meet on Tuesday. Very happy Diwali for you all. And we will meet it. Thanks, Srikant. Thank you very much. And same to you. And happy Diwali to you all. And we will meet on Tuesday. Thanks, Dheeraj. Thanks, Sujit. Thank you. And same to you all. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.